know that the place where we spend most of our time, our home, is actually the best classroom for learning English? Think about it. Your bedroom, your kitchen, your bathroom, and even your living room are full of words waiting to be learned. Today, we're going to make your house your new English dictionary. Welcome back to Simple English Space, the podcast where learning English feels simple, fun, and natural. I'm Anna. And I'm Hazel. We are so happy you're here today because our topic is super practical. We're going to explore English vocabulary for the home. That means we'll walk through different rooms of the house together and learn the words you can use every day. Yes, exactly. When you wake up in your bedroom, brush your teeth in the bathroom, cook food in the kitchen, or relax in the living room, you're surrounded by English words that can help you practice. So let's imagine we're visiting a house together. We'll go room by room, learn the vocabulary, and even listen to some example conversations. By the end, you'll be able to describe your home in English and talk confidently about what you do there. Perfect. Let's start our little home tour. Let's begin in the bedroom. The bedroom is a private place where you sleep, rest, and sometimes study. Some common items are bed, pillow, blanket, sheet, wardrobe, closet, lamp, nightstand, desk, chair, window, curtain, mirror. Don't forget alarm clock. It wakes you up in the morning, right? And you can say simple sentences like, I sleep on my bed, or I open the window in the morning. Another phrase, I keep my clothes in the wardrobe. That's very useful. Exactly. And notice how learning bedroom words helps you talk about your daily routine. For example, I set my alarm clock. I turn off the lamp, or I close the curtain. So let's try our first conversation.
Hi, Sarah. What time do you usually wake up?
I usually wake up at 6:30 in the morning.
Do you use an alarm clock?
Yes, I do. My alarm clock rings loudly, and I jump out of bed.
That sounds funny. What do you do next?
I open the window and let fresh air in. Then I make my bed with a pillow and blanket.
Do you have a desk in your bedroom?
Yes, I have a small desk. I sometimes study there before school.
And where do you keep your clothes?
I keep them in my wardrobe. It has 2 doors and a mirror.
Nice. I always forget to close my closet door.
You should try to be tidy.
Now let's move to the bathroom. This is where you wash and get ready. Common words include toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, towel, shower, bathtub, sink, mirror, shampoo, toilet, tissue, comb.
And don't forget, toilet paper. Very important.
Very true. Useful sentences are, I brush my teeth with a toothbrush, or I wash my hands with soap at the sink.
Or, I take a shower every morning.
Exactly. And you can also say, I dry my hands with a towel. Hey Mia, do you usually take a shower in the morning or at night? I usually take a shower in the morning. It helps me feel fresh. Do you brush your teeth before or after breakfast? I usually brush my teeth after breakfast. That way, my mouth feels cleaner. I do the same. And sometimes I look in the mirror and comb my hair.
Yes, I use shampoo when I wash my hair in the shower.
Do you have a bathtub at home?
No, I don't. I only have a shower. How about you?
I have both, but usually I take a shower because it's faster.
That's true. A shower saves time.
And don't forget to wash your hands with soap after using the toilet.
Absolutely. Very important.
Let's continue to the kitchen. This is the heart of the house where we cook and eat. And vocabulary here includes stove, oven, refrigerator, fridge, sink, microwave, plate, bowl, cup, glass, fork, spoon, knife, frying pan, pot, kettle, rice cooker. And don't forget dishwasher or trash bin. Sentences: I cook rice in the rice cooker, or I wash dishes in the sink. Another: I boil water in the kettle.
Hi, Lisa. What do you usually cook for breakfast?
I usually fry eggs in a frying pan. Sometimes I make toast in the toaster.
Do you drink coffee or tea?
I drink tea. I boil water in the kettle. What about you?
I like coffee. I use a coffee machine.
Do you keep fruits in the refrigerator?
Yes, I keep apples and bananas in the fridge.
Same here. And I use a microwave to warm food.
Do you wash dishes by hand or in a dishwasher?
By hand. I wash plates, bowls, and glasses in the sink.
That sounds nice. I sometimes forget to throw garbage in the trash bin.
Don't forget, a clean kitchen is important.
Now, let's visit the living room. This is where families relax together. Vocabulary includes sofa, couch, table, chair, carpet, rug, TV, remote control, bookshelf, plant, picture, painting, clock, lamp, curtain. Example sentences: I sit on the sofa and watch TV, or I read a book on the couch. Another one: I use the remote control to change the channel. Hi, James. What do you usually do in your living room?
I usually watch TV on the sofa.
Do you read books there?
Yes, sometimes. I keep books on the bookshelf.
Do you have a carpet or a rug?
Yes, I have a carpet under the table. It makes the room look warm.
That's nice. Do you have plants in your living room?
Yes, I have 2 green plants near the window.
Cool. I have a clock and a painting on the wall.
My room has a lamp and curtains to block the sun.
That sounds comfortable.
Yes, I love relaxing there with my family.
So far, we visited the bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, and living room. But don't forget there are other areas too: dining room, hallway, garden, garage.
Right. For the dining room, you can say dining table, chair, plate, fork, spoon, glass.
In the garden, flowers, tree, grass, bench, fence. In the garage, car, bicycle, motorbike, tools, helmet. You see, each part of the house gives us more vocabulary.
And the best part is, you don't need to memorize everything at once. Just notice the objects around you at home.
Yes, pick one room, Write down the names of objects and try to make simple sentences. For example, in the kitchen, I open the fridge, or I wash a cup in the sink.
In the bedroom, I close the curtain or I sit at my desk.
The more you practice, the easier it gets. Wow, Hazel, today's episode was so much fun. We walked through every corner of the house and discovered so many English words together, from the bedroom to the bathroom, the kitchen to the living room, and even extra spaces like the garden and garage. We now have a full dictionary inside our homes.
That's right, Anna. And the best part is, everyone listening can practice immediately. You don't need to wait. Just look around your home right now. See your pillow, your blanket, your chair, your cup, your fridge. Each one is a chance to say a sentence in English.
Exactly. For example, you can say, "This is my bed. I sleep here every night." Or, "I open the fridge and take some milk." Small sentences like these build your confidence.
And remember, learning English doesn't have to be difficult or boring. It can be part of your daily life. Every time you use something in your home, say the word in English. Step by step, you'll remember it better.
I also encourage our listeners to practice with family members. Maybe teach your brother or sister to say sofa, lamp, or mirror in English. When you share the words, you will remember them more easily.
That's a great idea. And don't worry if you make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. What's important is that you try. The more you practice, the more natural English will feel.
So, keep practicing every day. Use your home as your classroom, and soon you'll be surprised at how many words you know.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We're so proud of you for learning and growing step by step.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss other videos.
See you next time and keep learning English at home.